5.
If we're not careful, we're going to be right there.
4. Fighting for the Black lives to matter. Because 3.
Fuck everybody. I'm doing this like this.
He's a narcissist.
That was 2. Do you know if we showed up to the town hall meetings and lit fire to their asses every week?
1. And we're back. It's your boy Mike B. And I'm always rocking with my brother,
the neighborhood therapist. You know what time it is.
And this is episode 16 of the Black Man Misunderstood podcast.
Kiko got them beats, baby.
Shit. Advocate, hope. Lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, fuck them casual trends. We going all in. Now, welcome to the growth. Keep it brief, this how it goes. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most.
Now, I want to take a moment of silence real quick because it's about to be deaf to your ears today. Because we about to talk about a topic that most people don't like to bring up. So I'm going to just give you a moment of silence for your ears right now.
All right, that's enough silence. Fuck all that. Hey, man.
Yo.
So, episode 12, man, you came, you tried it, but I turned up, hit you with them flurries, them Tyson flurries like I do best. You know what I mean? All
right.
So, I got to return the shots. I got to return the sender. So, I'm going to need you to give me that same energy that I gave you for episode 12. Because this one right here, bro, you've been hyping this up. You've been calling me, oh, bro, when we get to episode 16, bro, I'm about to fire and dice. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. So we here now, bro. I need all smoke, bro. Don't be trying to hold back, bro. Don't be, oh, I got to protect face value. Nah, Joe and Dean already smashed that. Right? So this is Mike B. Okay. Hey. Before I let you set off this podcast ablaze, yo, Mike.
Right. Yo, what's up?
Have you seen Wally?
Pretty sure I have. It's been a while then, but
it was the little robot that was found in the garbage yard, and he didn't understand his surroundings, and why was everybody so mean and cruel? And you remember him?
Yeah.
That was a great little movie, right? I think everybody in the United States of America should watch that movie because there's something significant that was placed in that movie that was foretelling our future. Now, this could be conspiracy theorists, the neighborhood therapist, okay? But vibe with me. I just need you to vibe with me, okay? There's a lot of parts in there where the humans are really obese and they're like in hover chairs and everything is done for them by machines. You remember that part? You remember like those parts, those little parts within the movie? I mean, everything is done for them. They got a screen in front of them, and with the hover car, popcorn food is fed to them by machines. The machines clean around the house, and they're just sitting in the hover things, and they just move around the house. Bro, if we're not careful, we're gonna be right there.
Ooh, good point.
Bro.
Good point.
Yo, no lie. When I saw that movie and it was over, I sat there in a state of shock and I was like, yo, I know for a fact this is where they leading us. No lie. But let me tell you why I brought that. Let me tell you why I brought that up, man. Today we're talking about politics and the decriminalization of the black skin, my brother.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why Wally is so important to that is because politics plays a role in everything. As much as you may not want to play politics, politics plays a role in everything, in American business anyway. I can't speak for outside the country. So, my brother, without further getting in your way, please spaz out.
All right, bro. You think the people ready for that?
We don't care. Fire off, bro. We've been waiting on this one.
I'm gonna fire off. All right. The decriminalization of black skin, politics. This subject, they're both intertwined because most people don't realize how deep. I think people realize how deep rooted it goes, but they don't honestly really think about how deep rooted it goes. Let's think about civilization as a whole to start. Everyone would think, oh, politics is a big thing now, but politics has always been around. Think about the kings and queens that try to conquer the world. All right? With them trying to conquer the world, they don't care what the people there think, what they've been doing, what they have done. They're like, nope, we taking it, making it ours. Mm. That's politics, folks. That's the beginning of it. It may look different, but it's the same damn thing. But let me bring that forward, though. The war on drugs. That's one of the first things I'm gonna just spaz out on. The war on drugs, man. That's complete other bull crap because they pump the drugs into our communities. We all know this, and they started locking us up left and right, creating a fatherless generation. We already spoke on that, so I ain't even gotta touch that. I'm just drop that and move on. I'm gonna really get to what happened earlier this year. Protesting versus the insurrection on the Capitol.
Believe it or not, that was last year. Believe it or not.
Well,
that's the crazy part about it. That was last year, bro, and it feels like it was this year.
So, but anyway, let me get to it. All you people out there, and when I mean you people, it don't matter what hue you are, what religion you are, where you work, all of you out there who think that the protesting for Black Lives Matter, and when I'm talking about Black Lives Matter, I ain't talking about the actual group. I'm talking about actually fighting for the Black lives to matter, because we technically still don't matter to a certain extent. Do y'all forget that we were counted as 3/5 of a person back in the early days? Come on, folks. If you really want to value the Black life, let's just make everything equal. But that's another story, and that's a lot of stuff we got to go into. But I ain't gonna do all that. I'm just gonna spaz out on the stuff that I'm talking about right now. The insurrection. I'm sorry for all you people who think Trump didn't have any part of it. You're bugging. He put the fuel to the fire for months. Oh, the election's a fraud. He already got it in your heads before the election even passed that early voting by mail is all corrupt. And he tried to put our city on fire and try to bring us up every moment he get. And I'm talking about Patterson, New Jersey. Yes.
Oh, you caught them shots too?
I caught them shots too, bro. Come on now. Trump ain't slick. He just trying to get his way. And for all you out there who are Trump supporters and believe in the man, first off, for any Christian that followed Trump, I can't understand how you did.
Why not? Trump
is one of the most immoral presidents we had in our lifetime. Period.
He's a businessman.
Man, he ain't even a businessman. Look, a businessman has liquidity with his assets. He can get his money quick. You know how many times this man went bankrupt? You know how many times this man ran to his father to go get money? People don't talk about that. They just talk about the books that he presented. Oh, his show and his catchphrase, "You're fired." Trump was just bigging himself up to make himself seem important. Did y'all forget that he was the main reason why the Central Park Five, who are now the exonerated five, even got more eyes on them? Did y'all forget that he was on that? Come on now. The most immoral president of our time. I don't want to hear ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Senate acquitting him, I'm talking about the Republicans, is only to save their skin in their party, not to lose their followers. That's all that is. And that's part of politics. Another thing I can't stand, party lines. No, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And then all the stuff in between, there's a lot of gray. So all these people who said, oh, we shouldn't forgive student loans because it's going to get people debt free and start making moves to buying houses, to owning other properties, to building up their bank accounts. Get out my face with all that, bro. Now, don't get me started with free college. Oh, it can't be done. Go look at these other countries that's already doing it. Free healthcare. Other countries already doing it. You telling me we can't take care of our own people, but these countries who are not as big as us are doing it easy.
But we got a bunch of leeches in America, bro.
And they say capitalism is the way to go. People are afraid of socialism because it's taking away people's power. That's all that is.
I'm listening.
Money is the root to all evil. Period.
I mean, the love of money, but I hear you. I'm rocking.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
I'm rocking.
You know what I meant, man. But for real, now all of a sudden, marijuana, weed is cool. Man, it's no coincidence. Let's go look who's owning the companies trying to push medical marijuana, the recreational marijuana. Let's go to see who owns these farms. I put money is not as many black people as you think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at who's owning the stocks to these said farms. Because most people, I wonder if most people know that they're trading on the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just getting frustrated with all this, bro. It's just all the different things happening, man. Happening.
Fire off, man.
Seriously. I'm gonna end it here. Why does everything have to be so black and white in this United States? Like I always say, it's 50 shades of gray in this bad boy. And the other thing is, they don't even want to extend it past the 50 states. Because to be all honesty with me, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and whatever other territories we have should have already been states.
That's true. That's true.
We all know the real reason why they don't bring them in. Because the power of the colored people. And that's all I got to say. People that's been downrodden and downtrodden, they're going to side with a certain party, what Republicans like to say. But if Republicans actually backed up on their values, they'll probably end up having a little bit more support. And let me also give you a little history lesson. For all you folks that say, oh, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Go in your history books, folks, and go look at the makeup of the parties back then and how they changed over time.
Mm.
And you see where these party lines aligned with today.
Because I want to say Republicans became Democrats and Democrats became Republicans somewhere in those lines.
At some point, there was a party called the Democratic Republic.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So people don't know their history books. And the Electoral College started because of ish like this. That's a whole nother animal.
Oh, man. Electoral College. Come on with it, Mike.
But that's it right now. I'm gonna check my spaz out session out. It is done. We can actually continue our conversation now.
I want to pick up right there, the electoral colleges, because I want to piss some people off.
Oh yeah, come on, bro.
So, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party. What? Why do we care?
We care because the powers that be force it upon us to only think about two parties. That's all it really is. They're forcing us to make it from two parties. Because when you look at how this country was constructed after the what is it? The war versus Brennan, right? The Revolutionary
The
War.
American Revolution,
Yeah. And you go to look at the conversations that our founding fathers had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see it started from there. People were looking out for numero uno, their backs first over time, because they just want to beef the numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this stuff in politics has always been a power play. We have people who tend to fight for the people's view, but when you're blinded and told one thing and don't really go research and understand what's going on, you follow, or you just get upset and do nothing about it and let the people who do understand or the people who just follow do all the voting and all the decision making.
Let's piss them off, man.
Yeah, come on, bro.
To vote or not to vote?
With me, it's a tale of two coins. Because you got the people who, like I said, know what they're talking about, try to pay attention, do their research, and know what they're voting for and what they're voting about. Then you got the individuals who don't give two craps about voting. And it's like, it ain't do nothing for me then. And just to make this frank, I'm talking about the black population, folks.
Mm-hmm.
The black population, color population, whatever you want to use.
Black population.
Black population.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then like, I don't care because it's going to do nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the in-betweeners who, all right, I'll vote for this election and then I won't vote for this election and I won't vote. But to me is, if you educate yourself on voting, right, you realize that the presidency doesn't decide what goes on in this country.
Talk to them.
It helps, but it doesn't decide what goes on in this country. So if you don't pay attention to who your council people are, who your mayor are, senators, assembly people, Congress, you have no say in this matter because you're just going to let everyone else vote for you. Because these individuals, if you look at politics, no one just becomes the president out of the blue. That's over ever so often that you get a Donald Trump or a Ronald Reagan. No one just becomes a president like that. These people been in the game for the longest. They started off as your councilman. They started off as your mayor. They continued and leveled up to your Congress, to your assembly, to the senator. We don't just pick someone random to be president. It's only happened, if I remember correctly, twice. And that is Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, movie star, and businessman, like people try to say. No. If you go look at all our presidents, at some point in time, they held some type of other office.
Yes.
All right? And then people don't realize when someone changes in a political game or who's looking out for themselves and not actually for the people. Because you do have people in this political game just leveling up, trying to make this money and get the pension. Because like most people I don't even think a lot of people know this. Do you know that a lot of our senators, a lot of our congressmen, they fight to stay in the Senate because of the pensions they're getting, the lifetime health care that they get,
the benefits,
that the benefits, all these different benefits that the American people can't get, and we're paying for.
Yep.
Every paycheck you get, and they take them taxes out. Oh, it's going to pay your senator, your congressman, your mayor, and the president.
It's supposed to be working for you.
Exactly. See, and here's a funny thing. I kind of understand it, But I'm also like, wow. Every president that leaves office, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to pay for their Secret Service. One, people don't forget that's a continued bill until they die. And then it goes, and that is extended to their family too.
Yeah, man.
And then they get paid because a president just can't get a normal job no more.
Yeah, they're getting that stipend, my G.
They're getting that stipend money. And I think right now the stipend is $1 million a year as a president, former president. Now.
With Secret Service.
With Secret Service.
Mm. Damn.
Think about it like this. Every president that I've learned about in the last, we're going to go on to 3 decades because we'll be on this earth for 3 decades.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, they got a book. Some type of movie. Some type of speaking assignment that brings in them extra money. Why is that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I'm not saying that it's a game and a way to make money. That's just the perks of being the president, one, or being in Congress, two. But the crazy thing is, people don't realize we have the power to change that. Because if you vote for certain individuals, these stipends and these lifetime benefits could be erased or maybe never had existed at all. Because I can tell you right now, this stuff wasn't always like this. They didn't just up and blue and we're going to make a country. We're going to make a country. And this was going to be. No, this stuff got made over time. And this is because who people voted for. Who was allowed to vote. And for all those, I'm going to talk to all the non-voters out there. There's a reason why there's so many different laws trying to be put into effect to stop our people from voting.
Talk to me.
And y'all just falling in the plan, be like, yeah, I'm not going to vote. My vote ain't going to count. No. Educate yourself how to vote.
Copy.
That's the difference. That's a big difference.
Copy.
You start voting for people that look like you and me. Come on now. The other side, I just want to the very lighter hues. Let's say the lightest hues of them all had the power for the longest and fighting to try to keep it at this point in time. Like my brother said, the neighborhood therapist said, a shift is coming. And it's taking full storm in the U.S. Senate, in the U.S. House of Representatives, and in the White House at this point in time. What we're not seeing is that people are keeping their mouths shut and moving behind the scenes to make this stuff available. Growing up, now our kids will say, oh, yeah, there's someone that looked like me in the White House. Not once, but twice at this point. So, not to vote makes no sense to me. You got anything to add, sir?
Yeah. Not to vote doesn't make sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me. Okay?
Come on, man. Come on with it.
Listen. I understand where you're coming from. Okay. But you're assuming that the non-voters are not educated. You got to understand something about some of the non-voters. I'm going to say some. Okay. After speaking to some of these non-voters, they got a pretty solid grounding. Okay. The fact that Hillary won the popular vote and still lost should tell you everything you need to know about the presidency elections. Okay. If a mass amount of people, popular vote, that's what they call it, says, hey, we like Hillary. That means me, Mike, this person, that person, this person, that person. It's 100 of us in the room, 80 of us said we want Hillary. I mean, in a perfect world, Mike, that means Hillary wins, correct?
Correct.
All right. But because we don't live in a perfect world, we live in the United States of America, KKKK.
Ooh, go ahead, brother.
They built the electoral colleges like you were speaking to earlier. And because certain states have bigger electoral colleges than others.
Get on it, brother.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Your popular vote doesn't count as much as you think it does. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to play the game of the political system and go to the polls and stroll the polls, like y'all said, okay, do that. Live your life, king and queen. No problem. But the only thing I agree with you on, Mike, is that it starts on the ground level. Senate, mayors, governors, because you talking to somebody, bro, I don't care about no presidency election. I do not care. I didn't care if Trump got in. I didn't care if Biden got in. You know why? Because I know the truth. It's the same bullshit. With a tad bit difference with the man's Trump, bro, because the man's Trump was on one. He was on some real egotistical, fuck everybody, I'm doing this like this.
He's a narcissist.
I understand why everybody hate him. I'm not saying I condone any of the shit that he did, but you gotta admit, he shook America ass up. And it's kind of like when you take soda, right? You just buy soda and you just shake it up as a kid, right? Because you want to see what happens and you open that shit and it goes crazy.
Yep.
You get all of that shit out, but eventually it fizzles down. And what's left is just enough of the soda that you're supposed to be drinking because your ass as a kid ain't supposed to be drinking all that soda anyway. I'm just asking y'all. Listen, I'm just asking y'all as people. Forget if you vote or not. I'm just asking y'all as people to open your eyes, open your ears. Don't be so quick to listen to the media. Think about the laws that were put into place by some of these people and see what they're doing for you. I like him as an individual. I'm speaking about Obama. I don't see what he did for us as a president. I understand people are going to be like, he did this, he did that. I hear you. That shit is cute. But he has done more, and this is no knock on them. He's done more for the LGBT community than he's done for you, black man, as a community. Now, don't get me wrong. Now that he's out of the presidency, he popping off. He doing things behind the scenes, and I ain't gonna speak on his business, okay? But he definitely kicking up now. But I just feel like when you get into that seat, bro, the Senate, the House, you know what I mean, the Congress, they stifle you, bro. So you make all these, like how Biden. Oh yeah, when I get in, student loans is done. Fam, I'm still waiting. What happened? And everybody's sitting there like, yo, we voted for you. So now the pressure is on, but y'all, what everybody don't understand is, yeah, okay, y'all voted for the puppet to get in, but y'all ain't vote for the motherfucking puppet masters.
Get him, bro.
So yeah, I feel a type of way when Mike, when you say like, oh, y'all voters not, y'all non-voters not educated. It's like, no, it's not that. It's just we understand certain voting in a capacity just don't matter. But I'm with you, bro. If we could come together, vote for the people that we want in the Senate, Congress, you know what I'm saying? Our state representatives, our governors. And it's one thing to vote, but do y'all know that it's fucking rallies going on? When I mean rallies, I'm talking about town hall meetings. Do you know if we showed up to the town hall meetings and lit fire to their asses every week, that they would change?
Bruh.
Because it's power in numbers. They're gonna be looking like, yo, there's too many people out in the crowd. I gotta do X, Y, and Z. But we don't show up.
Bro, it's like parent teachers night.
Listen, man. Listen. Come on. So my thing is this, Mike. I hear you. We can vote all day, bro, because that's what the political American system was based off. Okay, fine. Yeah. Y'all on BT with that whack shit. Oh, rock the vote. Man, get the fuck out of here. But cool, I'll rock the vote for you, right? Fine. Yeah, man. I'll rock the vote for you. But what changes? Talk to me. Shout out to Murder Pain from McGraw Ave, the TV show. Talk to me.
We're not done, folks. We still have to get into the decriminalization of the black skin. Head over to the BMM Patreon and finish this high energy episode. Let's go.